the strongest units that the Chaos Dwarfs have to offer, all you need to do is to mix a bow and a short Chaos Dwarf, and that's gonna give you the bow Centaur renders, which can potentially make the strongest Chaos Dwarf in Doomstack. These guys come with tons of health, good armor, great leadership, respectable speed, amazing melee defense, and good melee attack, an insane amount of weapon strength, and great charge bonus. To complement their amazing stats even further, they come with 1700 mass, which allows them to push around and bully any infantry in game with absolute ease. These guys can be buffed by so many different things, which is absolutely insane. They can get up to 5 different bonuses from the Hellforge upgrades. The first one being Strength from the Flesh, which gives them 0.15% healing per second as long as they're in melee combat, 800 Barrier, Devastating Flanker, Murderous Charge, which gives them 50% more mass, 40% more charge bonus, 30% more charge speed, and 20% more acceleration for 25 seconds, and also Blood Greed, which gives them immunity to psychology and makes their armor piercing, weapon strength, charge bonus, and melee attack stronger with every single entity killed. These guys can also be buffed up from the redline skill of every single lord. The first bonus is up to 12% weapon strength and 9 charge bonus, and for the rank 7 or above they can get 12% more weapon strength, 12 more charge bonus, and 10% more physical resistance. Astrogoth is the best lord to lead these guys because his special trait Mechanical gives them 15% ward save, which has to be one of the best bonuses any lord can provide for any unit in the game. With the Architect of Evil, he can give them 10 more armor piercing weapon strength and also 20% upkeep reduction. Since the Chaos Dwarves actually don't have supply lines, that means this army is going to be permanently cheap and convenient to your liking. These guys can be further buffed from the technology tree, from the living metal plus 5 melee defense and 15 extra armor, and the temple training gives them 5 more melee attack and also perfect vigor for rank 7 and above, and 10% armament cost reduction for increasing the capacity of these guys. They have good amount of missile resistance and also fire resistance, and that comes with siege attacker and causing fear, which makes these guys one of the strongest units in the game. Who better than dwarves to test these guys out against? So we're going up against 4 full stack of endgame crisis dwarves, and today is going to be a glorious day for the Sons of Hashut because we're gonna kill tons of dwarves. So first thing first, we're gonna organize these guys, and we don't want any of these guys that are of the same type be next to each other. We would rather want to mix and match them for maximum efficiency. So we want to divide our forces fairly evenly so we can spread out the damage we take and maximize the amount of damage we do to the enemy on the initial charge. Just gonna order them to attack different units. Be sure to kill the archers and missile units because they're gonna be devastating. And also they do have cannons, so we gotta be careful about that as well. Okay, just get them in there. You guys go after the archers and the cannon. Okay, just keep them moving. As long as we keep them moving, they should be good. And we oh my god, look how quickly we're killing the Slayer. And we also have bonuses from Astrogoth that we can use to buff them up even further. As you guys can see, the Slayer is dead. Oh my god. Okay, just keep them moving. Go after the quarters. Okay, best thing we can do is use all of them as one unit. And by that, I mean use every single one of them in a single position and order them to attack a single unit. They're gonna do wonders. And also, we're gonna lose a lot less hit points and barriers in the process if we have all of them standing together. Okay, order all of them to attack these guys over here. Not that many crawlers, which is alright. And these guys, let them do the damage. I can't do anything about that. Let's see how much damage we're gonna do. Oh my god, look at that charge. Holy fuck. By the way, these guys are Iron Break. No, Dwarf Warriors, never mind. Iron Breakers have missile attacks like them. It's still pretty insane. Okay, let's do this buff, which is armor and no defense. Even Iron Breakers are losing a lot of hit points. Okay, let's just recycle back into these guys. Cycle charge into them. Oh my god. The best thing you can do with these guys, in my opinion, like optimally, if you want to play them, you gotta cycle charge. Micromanagement definitely works, but you don't need to do it. You can just play this like a brain dead person. Just, you know, move them as a unit and just keep them moving Psycho Charge into the enemy, use that speed and charge bonus, and also the mass of 1700 mass. Actually, I don't know why it's not showing. There we go. Oh my god, this guy has a lot more mass than he should. Oh, it's because of the Murderous Charge. Well, there we go. So usually they have 1700 mass, but if the Murderous Charge gets activated, they're gonna have even more. So we can get them off the battle, get some barrier replenished, and then get back in there and kill them. Barrier is basically free HP that you can use, and you know, enemy is gonna damage it, you're gonna easily replenish it. Even though we also have the Strength from Flesh, which gives us 0.15% hit points per second as long as we are in melee combat. Okay, let's just get them out there, get the barrier replenished, and just get them back in there. Some of them still haven't fully replenished the barrier, but that is fine. Just charge them in there. Oh my god, look at the damage we're doing. Holy shit. And we're barely taking any damage even on our barrier. Okay, let's do some extra buffs. As you guys can see, some of them at the back are not actually hitting anything. Actually, it's better to push this way because there's less dwarves over here. Oh my god. Oh lord. Okay, get them out of there. We're gonna Psycho Charge back into them. It's literally insane how good these guys are. It is criminal how easily we're killing these dwarfs. Tons of high tier units. It doesn't really matter though. And as you guys can see, we're barely taking any damage. We can even activate this for better melee defense and also better weapon strength and also magical attacks. We already have the Banner of Eternal Flame, which gives us flaming attacks and extra base weapon damage. I hope you guys are enjoying this video so far. If you are, don't forget to give it a like and comment what you guys think of this Doomstack. Based on the stats from YouTube, only 14% of you guys are actually subscribed. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so join the legion of PZA Total War to achieve glory and greatness. Let's get to the rest of the video. If we're taking a little bit too much damage, let's just take them out of there. Go attack these crawlers. We can micromanage, but why should we? Honestly, I think it's better to just play this like a brainless person. Just imagine if we are a newbie and we are new to this game, we just know how to select all of them and order them to attack a single unit. Because you can truly test the strength of a Doomstack if you can just play it like a newbie, just, you know, select all of them, just move them around and attack the enemies. And if they can still win the battle, that means they are an amazing Doomstack. That you don't even need to be a good player to properly use them. That shows how good their ease of use is. So they're definitely getting an excellent mark in ease of use department. The Blood Greed is getting charged up with every single kill these guys make, which essentially makes them even more stronger. So that's great. Yeah, as you guys can see, some of them are actually stuck over here. Okay, there we go. Buff this guy's up. This one only buffs up a single unit, but this one buffs up everyone in vicinity. That's good. We can probably keep them in here and they're gonna do just fine. Look at their stats. Holy shit. I mean, we're getting a lot of bonuses from abilities and spells, so that's good. Okay, order them to attack different units, because when you order them to attack, they're actually gonna attack different units, and whenever they attack first, they're gonna do charge damage. And since these guys actually have devastating flankers, some of the enemies they're gonna attack are gonna be at their flanks, so they're gonna do double the charge damage. Okay, get over here, get over here. Let's get out of there. See how much damage we're gonna do to these guys. Oh my god, they're getting massacred. Oh my god, holy shit. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. Keep them moving, keep them moving. Don't let them stop. Okay, order an attack on a different unit. We can probably even do collision damage. Are we doing collision damage? Barely. Okay, just order them to get the hell out of there, because we need to recharge our barrier. Okay, as you guys can see, they can easily get out of masses. You just have to order them again if some of them are stuck. And they can just punch their way through. Look at this. Okay, let's just get back over here, do some barrier replenishment, and then we're gonna go back in. Most of them just don't have that much hit points left. There's still a lot of units left from the reinforcements, but most of them are not melee units. So it should be completely fine. As you guys can see, we are replenishing the barrier of most of them. Some of them that are losing hit points are still stuck. I think, yeah, that's the guy. Let's get him back there. Get him out of there. Get him out of there. Come on, come on, come on. Move, 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 move. The rest of you, though, go and attack the enemies. The gyro bombers, I think they've done a lot of... Yes, they have done a lot of damage. But everyone else, I think they've barely done any damage. 187... 372. I'm fairly sure it is actually counting the barrier damage as well. Maybe not, maybe not. Because we do have healing, so you can't really tell if it's because of the damage they've done to the barrier or the damage they have done to our actual health. Yeah, they can easily punch their way through. Look at this. It's like these dwarves are nothing to them. They're just walking over them. Oh my god, the disrespect. Thorgrim is pissed. Look at the damage. Oh my god. Oh my god. These dwarves are a joke to them. They're like, yeah, this is another normal Tuesday for us. Let's punch our way through the short boys. Okay, we actually got to get this guy out of there because he might actually lose some entities very soon. I want to do this without losing a single entity, but it might not be possible, to be honest. Okay, just... order a unit that is at the back of the other units of the dwarves, and they're just gonna punch their way through. Oh my god, holy shit. Again, cycle charging with these guys is extremely important. You gotta cycle charge, or else they're not gonna perform as well. Even if you don't want to micromanage, you gotta cycle charge these guys, because they do so much damage on the charge. Even if you leave them in the combat, they're gonna do just fine if they're together. Okay, just order an attack on someone, so they activate their charging animation. They can easily just walk through these guys. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my god. He's like stepping over children. Because they do have a movement animation and a charging animation. Whenever their charging animation is activated, they just punch their way through. Look at this. So if you want to just walk over enemies, just charge at an enemy that is at the back of the enemies you want to just walk over. Look at this. Easy, easy. Even one of them can just punch their way through like 20 dwarves. It's insane. Let's see how much damage these guys have done. 118. 98. Yeah, it's just a matter of time before we win this. Another gyro bomber. They can probably best our boys if they had like a full stack of gyro bombers, because we just can't do anything about them. And yeah, that guy has done 6,500 damage. What we should probably be doing is just separate our forces, assign a unit or two to deal with a couple of their units in different positions. Yeah, if there's like a couple units on a couple of their units, we can easily kill them. But if you're blobbed up, we're gonna kill them, but not as quickly. And also, the good thing about that is we're not gonna take as much damage as we would take if we were separated or not on blob like that. And the other bonus of having all of your units in a blob is that you can use Astrogotha's abilities and also spells to buff them, since they are all gonna get that buff. And there was this buff, the Armor of the Content, as well, that they were getting some buffs from. Slayers are supposed to be anti-large, but they are getting absolutely annihilated. Okay, Slayers are basically doing jack shit. As you guys can see, they're getting absolutely massacred. Obviously, the best way to use these guys is to just overwhelm the enemies from different directions, and they're gonna instantly kill all of them. Get over here. Oh my god, look at the collision damage. Yeah, look at them getting thrown away. Bruh. Oh my god. Yeah, so far we haven't lost a single entity. That is the insane part about this. Well, some of them have blood greed at full intensity. It's based on the amount of kills you take with that particular unit. So obviously the more kills they have, the more intensity is going to have. Their stats actually might deceive you. They're not that insane. I mean, their weapon strength is definitely insane. Charge bonus definitely amazing. And leadership, obviously, pretty decent. But their melee attack, melee defense is not like 80, 90 or something like that. It's 66, 67. But they still massacre any unit. They can even kill lords and heroes. They're that insane. Ready to get cut down to bits. Okay, just attack this guy. They do have some gunners as well, and Empire gunners as well. Doesn't matter. They're dying. They're like absolute tanks. They just melt the hit points of enemies. And now we're gonna go back over here. So we're gonna order an attack on the one unit on the front. And then as we kill the ones on the front, we're gonna attack the ones in the middle part. And so on. Gonna order an attack on this guy, and then this guy at the back. These guys. Because for some reason, sometimes when you don't order them to attack a particular unit, they don't hit them. Yeah, this is doing a lot of damage. It should be fine. Okay, a couple of you guys at the back. Go after these missile units. Oh my god, we lost an entity. Oh my god, the end of the world. No, it doesn't matter, bro. One entity that we lost, we can recover it pretty easily. I genuinely thought we could have done this without losing a single entity, but it wasn't possible. It seems, as you guys can see, these dwarves barely have any hit points and entities left. And that is literally insane. They're still fighting to the death. Look at that, man. Holy fuck. So much leadership, even though they have like a 94 HP and 5 entities. I mean, that's dwarves for you. Basically, the most stubborn race in this game. They just refuse to die or surrender. Oh, crap. Okay, keep it moving. These handgunners are actually doing a lot of damage. War wagons are also doing a lot of damage. We gotta be careful about that. Okay, order an attack on these guys. Yeah, stop them from shooting us because they could actually kill our entities. And that is army losses. Oh god, we lost one entity. We could have easily just not lose any entities, to be honest, if I really tried, but I wasn't even trying. Come on, you should be armor lost. What the hell? But yeah, that is the strength of the Centaur renders for you guys. Let's get to rating them. Oh my god, this has to be a joke. We lost one entity against 4 full stack in-game crisis dwarves, where we don't even have single entities. These guys, each of them have 16 entities. Holy fuck. And we can, by the way, replenish that. 6% replenishment. And I didn't even chase after enemy units to capture them. So first thing first is going to be the strength ranking. They got great stats, good abilities to back it up, pack a heavy punch, and also super tanky. You can leave them in prolonged melee combat as long as they are in a blob. But to optimally use them, you have to cycle charge them into the enemies. They can outlast heavy bombardment and rain fire from flying missile units, on top of bombardment and any other type of spells or abilities. Because of their high speed, barrier, and also regeneration while being in combat, they also have high leadership, so they are quite effective against leadership reducing hero Doomstacks. The only unit that could be threatening to these guys are Thunderbarges and also some hero Doomstacks, but you wouldn't usually see Thunderbarges, and in order to deal with Thunderbarge stacks, all you need to do is to kill all of the ground units of the enemy so they get the leadership debuff of not having any ground units and eventually get army lost. So on the account of them being amazing in every single factor we talked about, I have to give them 10 out of 10 for strength ranking. So now let's get to ease of use. Their insane strength makes them super easy to use on the battlefield. You can use them all as a single force to charge the enemy, pull out of combat, and then cycle charge back into the enemy to do a lot of damage. You don't need to do this, but to optimally use them, you can do a little bit of micromanagement. Use these guys to attack the enemies from different directions to completely surround, overwhelm, and annihilate the enemy. And that's why I'm giving them 10 out of 10 for ease of use. Last but not least, let's get to the convenience rating. Chaos Dwarves have capacities for all of their elite units, and the Centaur renders happens to be one of them. For Centaur renders, there are actually many ways you can decrease the cost of upgrading their capacity to make it hell of a lot cheaper. From the technology temple training, from the tech tree, you can decrease the armament cost of increasing the capacity of Centaur renders by 10%, and if you're playing as a Legion of Asgard, for one of their faction effects, they get 10% armament cost reduction for upgrading the capacity of your units, and when you consider with Astrogoth, if you acquire the Architect of Evil skill point, you can get additional 25% armament cost reduction for increasing the capacity of these guys. And if you stack every one of these, you can get 45% discount for upgrading the capacity of Bull Centaur render units. And in order to increase the capacity of Bull Centaur renders enough to create this army, you need approximately 11,000 armaments, and that is going to be cheaper than almost every elite army that the Chaos Dwarves can create. These Bull Centaur renders with all their might and strength come in an unbelievable price, because Astrogoth with the Architect of Evil skill point can give them 20% upgrade reduction in his army and bring their upkeep down to 260 and the whole upkeep of army to 5,178. And since the Chaos Dwarves don't have supply lines, this upkeep cost is never going to increase, which is going to create one of the cheapest, strongest armies in Warhammer 3. They also cost 1300 armament upkeep per turn for all of their Hellforge upgrades, which for a good Chaos Dwarven player from mid to end game shouldn't be a problem because they should already have a great production for their armaments. When you compare their performance to their cost, they have to be one of the best cost-effective Doomstacks in Warhammer 3, and that's why I have to give them 10 out of 10 for convenience rating, which makes one of the only perfect mark Doomstacks in Warhammer 3 in my humble opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, don't forget to like, and also let me know what you guys think about this Doomstack and my rating in the comments down below. If you want to know the top 10 things I wish I knew earlier before mastering Warhammer 3, you can click on this video. This is totalwar, and I'm gonna see you guys later.